How much will Bill Gates' divorce cost his net worth? Bill Gates has been on the top 10 Forbes list for the last 30 years. When most people think of someone rich, they usually think of the co-founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates. His net worth currently right now is about $126.2 billion. But how did he accumulate that much wealth in a lifetime? On April 4, 1975, when most people were still using typewriters, Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded Microsoft, which makes computer software. By 1978, Microsoft sales topped more than 1 million, and in that age 1 million is more like 10 million now. In 1985, Microsoft released the new operating system Windows with graphic user interface for the first time. Then in 1987, Microsoft went public. The 31-year-old Gates became the world's youngest billionaire. Today, Windows almost has total domination in the market except the Mac products, which have their own OS. But Bill Gates actually owns a lot of Apple stocks, about 1 million, which recently had sold them off, might be to pay off for his divorce. How did Melinda and Bill meet? Melinda Gates worked as marketing manager in Microsoft. She was actually impressed by her boss Bill when he asked her out for dinner. But she started dating the CEO, Bill Gates, in 1987. But Melinda's mother didn't approve of her dating the CEO of the company she worked for. In 1994, they got married in a private ceremony in Lanai, Hawaii, which cost about $1 million. To ensure they had their privacy, Bill booked all the rooms in the hotel and all the helicopters around so no one could watch from above and no media was allowed. Gates was already the richest person in the U.S., with more than $9 billion in assets at that time. Bill and Melinda had 3 kids: Jennifer Gates, 21-year-old son Rory Gates, and 19-year-old daughter Phoebe Gates. Jennifer is highly active on social media, and she also posted about the divorce on Instagram. She wrote, "It's been a challenging stretch of time for our whole family. I'm still learning how to best support my own process and emotions, as well as family members at this time. Please know that your kind words and support mean the world to me." Jennifer is studying to become a doctor and already completed the first year of med school. Rory is an undergrad student. Phoebe is an aspiring ballerina. In 2000, Bill and Melinda started the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the world's largest private charitable organization. Bill put about $36 billion into the foundation. It employs about 1,602 people. One of Bill's longtime buddy, Warren Buffett, also donated about $2.9 billion and is one of the trustees of the foundation. In 2008, Bill Gates stepped down from the CEO of Microsoft to spend more time on philanthropic activities, focus on global health and development, education, and tackling climate change. Bill Gates has repeatedly maintained that he will put a large chunk of their fortune into the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. In 2017, Bill Gates revealed why his kids won't inherit huge chunk of money. It's not a favor to kids to have them have huge sums of wealth. It distorts anything they might do in creating their own path, Bill Gates had then said. They will only be receiving $10 million each, which is still a lot for normal people, but it should be enough for them to not really worry about money for the rest of their lives. Melinda Gates had been meeting with lawyers since 2019 as she planned for the divorce. The paper reported that earlier revelations that Bill Gates had spent time with Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex trafficker, were at least partly behind her decision. Apparently, Melinda Gates had worried about Epstein's relationship with Bill. The New York Times reported in October 2019 that Bill Gates had met with Epstein many times since 2011. Bill Gates has denied any business relationship or friendship. Also during that time, a law firm hired by the board began an investigation after a Microsoft engineer alleged in a letter she had a years-long sexual relationship with Gates. During the process, Some board members concluded that it was inappropriate for Gates to remain on the board of the company he co-founded and led for decades, and Gates resigned before the board's investigation was completed. The trust of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation sold off $1.4 billion in stock in the first quarter of 2021, raking in a huge profit months before the billionaire couple announced their divorce. On the same day of the announcement of the divorce, Bill already transferred $1.8 billion in stocks to Melinda. So the money is already moving to Melinda. There was actually no prenup when Bill and Melinda got married. So Melinda can actually get half of Bill Gates' wealth, which will probably make her one of the richest women in the world.